and steamy here in London. The anticipation for Ring Domination is causing the sweat to course down our cheeks, trickle down our backs, and generally make our underpants feel a little bit uncomfortable. I tell you what else is uncomfortable. It's us Brits, always moaning about the weather. We're obsessed with the weather. It's either it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too wet. We're just never prepared. The trains, they're never prepared. It's like the train tracks are going to buckle because it's too hot. The trains can't run because in the autumn there's leaves on the line. The trains can't run in the winter because it's wet and the wheels slip on the... We can't do anything. Basically, cancel the weather. No weather. Then we can live our lives to the full playing WWE SuperCard. How are you? And as I mentioned, the weather is a bit warm here in London. It's a little bit close. It's a little bit uncomfortable. But if you're sat at home, you can't really complain, can you? Now, I will be amazed if we get through this episode without any interruptions. The guy upstairs the last 2 weeks has been hammering and banging going on because he's having his kitchen ripped out and fully replaced. Across the road today, and I'm pointing over my shoulder because it's only about 20 yards that way, scaffolding's gone up, there's wood chippers out. It's just noise factory. It's a noise factory. Living in London, it's a noise factory. And on top of that, living in North London, there's a gang of kids around here who keep nicking motorbikes. And so you get these every now and again. You'll hear a motorbike powering down the street and look out, there'll be a 13-year-old kid without a helmet on bombing down the road. So if we don't hear any of that, I will be absolutely astounded. But fear not. Let's get on with talking about Ring Domination. Do you know the details? Do you know the details? Shall I let you into a secret? I don't know the details either, but it looks exciting anyway, and we're going to get the full preview Thursday, so we're not actually playing the game properly on Thursday, just getting the preview on Thursday, and then it kicks in on Friday, just when a lot of people are going off on holiday. So, sorry about that, but obviously, if you've got to have a holiday, you've got to have a holiday. You can't play this game morning, noon and night, much as we love to. So let's just have a look and see what I've been up to. The first thing is, just in a little King of the Ring going here, doing quite comfortably. Now this one should finish, what are we into, 16 matches. It's just gone 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Wednesday afternoon here in the UK. So this is probably tomorrow evening when it's looking to the knockout stages. Now the reason why I'm pretty confident about that is because the first time in a long time, let's have a look at the standings, see where we are. What are we doing? Third. It's not bad. Haven't had to do too many refreshes of the deck. Looks like there's quite a few bots involved in here, some weird names towards the bottom. But what's a lesson I learned, I should have known better. The last King of the Ring I did, having had a really good run, 3 wins and a semi-final. The last King of the Ring I did, the knockout stage finished at 5 in the morning. But who starts a King of the Ring to finish at 5 in the morning? Me, that's who. So much as I set my alarm, of course, who needs real life when you can set your alarm at 5 o'clock in the morning to play a card game on your iPad? Much as I set my alarm, the first thing I did as soon as the alarm went off was poof. So it went off again. And when I did wake up, the first 2 matches, the quarterfinals had gone, and unsurprisingly, I'd been knocked out. So I got 1 survivor card out of it. It was a lesson learned. All that tinkering with the squad over a couple of days, it just came to nothing because I'd been stupid enough to target it to need attention at that time in the morning. So basically, just think about it. There's 45 matches. So if you think whatever time you're setting your King of the Ring at, say it's 10 o'clock in the morning, well, if it was a 48 match series, then obviously you'd be fine for 10 o'clock in the morning in 2 days' time. But you're going to have to deduct 3 hours because it's actually a 45 match cycle. So that brings you to about 7 in the morning. The clue there then is obviously don't start matches at 7 or 8 in the morning. Don't start the King of the Rings because you're going to get yourselves in all sorts of trouble. All sorts of trouble. Now, it looks like I've got something exciting going in the Fusion Chamber. I haven't because I've been keeping the Fusion Chamber. Long John Silver's kicking his heels down in the Fusion Chamber because we just don't know when these WrestleMania fusions are coming in. So all I've been doing is just getting a few epics and a few uncommon fusions going, just to get a little bit of fodder underway, because when these WrestleMania fusions do kick in, you're going to want to chain as many as possible. But as I say, I don't want to get that occupied for too long. Occupying it for a couple of hours is fine. I'm not going to occupy it for a couple of days right now, because things can happen. Things can happen. And as I mentioned, Ring Domination coming in tomorrow, so there's a lot of excitement to look forward to. But for the time being, let's take a little casual stroll through the exhibition deck. Because one of the main things I do need to do is get some cards. I need to power up some of my cards. It's all very well getting WrestleMania rewards, and obviously the Roman Reigns was the last Road to Glory reward. But I've really run out of cards that I can feed in to the bigger cards, because I don't want to start feeding in lower WrestleMania cards. And let's just get rid of the tag team boys. And so that means you're having to build cards up from scratch, and that takes time. It takes a lot of matches, particularly with exhibition. You're only getting 2 cards per win. So right, that's the expected defeat, and then hopefully come back with 2 wins to take the bout. So I've still got Roman Reigns. There's a Cesaro card which I got as a King of the Ring reward. That needs building up. There's the Daniel Bryan single card that still needs doing. I've got quite a few things that need doing. The John Cena Pro, WrestleMania Pro that I've got isn't fully maxed out. It's quite... so it's making me quite... 2 energy boosts. I suppose they're useful for King of the Ring. It would be nice to get a card now and again. Talking of the cards, let's just wick out and have a look. Yeah, so there we go. So, a little bit of work on that Roman. About halfway done. Cesaro, second Roman, Daniel Bryan. And of course there's RVD as well. I guess he could be easy cannon fodder for the WrestleMania Fusion, because he's, I think he's about 3rd off the bottom, 4th off the bottom in terms of rankings. He's rank amongst the rankings. And in general for the cards, have you noticed? Oh yeah, by the way, the login bonuses. Warrior is your ultra rare bonus. So obviously you can't have a pro warrior like I'm sporting here. But nice to see he's still going to be about. And also those login bonuses, there's going to be the Rock. Now, as you can see, I've already got a single Rock that's maxed out there. So he will definitely muscle into the bottom rung of my Road to Glory squad. So that's good news for me too. Right, let's get back to a bit of gaming. Helena, Jenny, Cesar, Johnny Z. Let's try Johnny Z. Johnny Z. I just dread to think how many deck resets I'd need to Rusev's. How many deck resets I'd need to go through to come anywhere near approaching maxing out just one WrestleMania card. I'm sure some of you brainiacs out there know the exact figure of how many cards you need. Right, why did I do that? I wasn't really thinking what I was doing, was I? Okay, well that's going to have to be Mr. Neville. You know why? It's because I'm dehydrated. You've got to keep your fluid levels up. And make sure it's the correct fluids, not just water. There's some good nutritious drinks out there, like Leffy Blonde, good Belgian beer. Right, okay, well I've recovered from my stupidity. And let's see what we get here. I do tend to get a lot of uncommon cards from this WrestleMania deck. As you can see, I'm not sporting all WrestleMania cards. It's find a better balance with the 2 Survivor Pros, keeping the Yellow Arrow boys happy. Whew, it is very warm in here. I mean, the reason why I mentioned all those possible noise sources a bit later is because I've got to have some windows open. I've turned the fan off in here, which is bad enough. So I'm doing it now. I'm moaning about the weather again. I'm sorry, I'm British. It's what we do. It's what we do best. Imagine the trenches in World War One. Oh, look at this rain. We've got to go over the top in a minute. Look at the rain. Can't hear the bombs for all the thunder and lightning. Reet petite. So I'm actually enjoying rocking my Kevin Owens and Mr. Neville as the single bout buddies in the King of the Ring team. Because they do quite well on their own, rather than as a tag team, where of course arrows are both going in the same direction, so they don't get a boost. But this Ring Domination, yes, we've seen the Sami Zayn picture for nearly a couple of weeks now, and some very good, educated, and what proved to be well-founded guesses at the start of all of this.
But how the mechanics of it actually works, it's going to be fun to find out. And it is going to alternate with RTG and PCC. I suppose we have to call it RD. It needs a third letter, really, doesn't it? Ring of Domination? Who knows? Perhaps they've got a secret third letter they haven't told us about. But whatever. It does make you wonder then if they're going to bring a fourth game in, something else, so you can have like a different game every week during the course of a month. We don't know. We shall find out, I guess. It would be nice though. These teasers have tended to drag on a bit, so I don't mind a teaser for a couple of days and then give us a bit of information. But a couple of weeks is just dragging it out a bit too much. It's like the worst kind of soap opera. The big cliffhanger ending. I'm going to need some more of this, I tell you. But I'm Mr. Neville. Let's get my DVR in action. Make sure I play my classy Freddy Blassie. So what did you guys make of our Jurassic World videos? Have you watched them at all? Have you played it at all? Are you totally disinterested in it? What do you reckon? It'd be good to get some feedback, because we will do a couple more episodes. But obviously we're not going to flog it to death. If we enjoy playing the game, but if there's not the same love for it that comes back with some of these WWE games, then we'll just carry on playing ourselves and we won't bother you guys with it. But what we are keen to do is see what else you'd like to see on screen. Now, a few of you have followed up on what I mentioned about Ninja Boy playing that blobby game. You've probably seen quite a few YouTubers have tacked onto it now. It's such a simple game. You're just a blob wandering around the screen trying to eat other blobs. But Ninja Boy loves it. He absolutely loves it. So I'm definitely going to get him to do a couple of videos on that, and so you guys can see what he's up to and listen to the frustrations that he goes through. And also the big vote that we had in our last episode of SuperCard. Oh, the sweat's pouring off me, man. I need a young assistant to come in and mop my brow. Get AJ Lee, she's not doing anything. Get her over to London. I'm sure CM Punk wouldn't mind. Yeah, he's had the big question for him for this Thursday's video. We'll be doing a SuperCard video for Thursday. It'll be late Thursday evening UK time and sort of late afternoon, early evening US time that it will probably appear on YouTube. But the question was, he got so disappointed with his 2 throwback packs that he got to open the other day, that I've given him the option of opening 2 throwback packs, where obviously you can get anything from an ultra rare upwards, or a legendary to WrestleMania pack. Now, virtually without exception, there was about 3 people who did post an exception. Virtually without exception, everyone said go for legendary. Something like 60 votes for legendary and 3 for throwback. So that's what he'll be doing on Thursday for Thursday evening's video. He'll be opening a legendary pack. Now, I've been warning him. It's going to be a legendary card. If he gets his mindset on the fact it's going to be a legendary card, then he can't be disappointed, because we know that's the minimum. And then sort of take it from there. If we get anything better than that, then happy days, and you'll see an extremely joyful and no doubt fist pump in the air Ninja Boy. So that's for Thursday evening. For tomorrow, Wednesday, what am I talking about? Today's Wednesday. For tomorrow afternoon, there will be a third Jurassic World video. So there's 2 videos to come tomorrow, and then we need something for Friday, which hopefully will be Mr. Blobby. Hopefully be Ninja Boy doing his Blob Wars. I need to set him up with that though, and make sure that he knows that you've got to remember he's only a youngster. He's got to remember sometimes that he's got to do a commentary for people, not just go quiet because he's concentrating. Bless him, the little lad, the little battler. I say that he's as soon as I walk through the door, he's attacking me like Kato from the old Pink Panther films, which isn't so good when you've got a bad back. And the other news that I have, talking of bad backs, today's July the 1st, and as of today I am officially unemployed. I have left the place of work that I've had for the last 24 years, as I have been off since the start of this year with this troublesome back. I do need another operation, so it's a mutual parting of the ways, which is obviously something I've got to come to terms with. It does give me time to do this kind of thing, so it does have some playful benefits, but in terms of general day-to-day living, it's going to cause a few problems. But we'll see what happens. Can't worry about it too much. You can only take what life dishes up at you from day to day and week to week. You can't expect to dominate the world for years on end without there being a few hiccups along the way. So we'll see what happens. But for the meantime, I'll quite happily carry on with this and see where we can get. See if Ring Domination can get us a Sami Zayn card. And I wonder what other cards are going to be available. Have you got to score points against other players? Is there a proper knockout element to it? Is it more than likely going to be a bit like Road to Glory? Road to Glory! Where you're playing the artificial... Oh, there. Excuse me. Need some help. Where you're playing the artificial intelligence, see it works, of your opponents as opposed to the real opponent. I guess that's more how it's going to work. Right, I'm going to play up to the deck reset here, and then I'm going to go and melt in the corner somewhere. Ahmad Moose, Liam, Andy, Cetas. Oh, let's play Moosey. Played a lot of games, but what the heck? Let's just do it. Right, take team power. Right, sacrificial lambs, chuck them in, and get wiped all over. So yes, we obviously know Sami Zayn is a card. Do you think the WrestleMania fusions are going to be out? There could well be some announcements or some news later on today, in which case it's would have made this video quite dated already. I don't mind, I look pretty dated as it is, so it's not a big problem. I'm used to it. And what else are we doing? What else are we up to? Oh yes, gosh, there is something else. WWE Immortals. Now that's something we need to film as well. Split screen, WWE Immortals. It's the final day of the Dean Ambrose Lunatic Fringe character giveaway. I use the term giveaway loosely because you've got to actually earn the damn thing. £13 speed. It's not just handed to you on a plate. You've got to go through all the 55 bouts of each challenge screen. But it's the last day today, and I need to chisel out the second free character. Ninja Boy, I don't think, has even got the first. So we need to do some split screen action, because you seem to like the split screen stuff when we do that. So, in fact, we should film that this evening. So I'm processing all of this as I go along. It's only when I actually sit down in front of camera that I really have a chance to think about these things. It takes me away from all the things. What's my language there? All the things that are going on in the real world. So yes, if I think about it logically, then we've got SuperCard today, Wednesday. We could do split screen WWE Immortals and some more SuperCard for tomorrow because Ninja Boy's got his pack opening. Some Jurassic Park for Friday. And then some more SuperCard on Saturday, because obviously we should be in the full throes of whatever this new comp is. Right, 2 more cards. Yeah, 2 more cards. It's going to take us there. We all know it's going to be a blooming power boost or something, isn't it? Right, luck. Luck to unlock. A nice reward at the end of this little battle. Right, the classy Freddy Blassie. I just need to get that embedded in my brain to play him first every time. I tell you what, I don't like it when it's tag teaming. Right, well, it has to be Andre the Giant's got the better stats. Oh well, that's nice and comfortable. Thank you very much for playing that completely crap card. And now, Sound Match Power Toughness. That should do us. Thank you, and good night. So, 2 cards to go. Let's see what we get. If only these, like, you could take. There should be like a special bonus card you could get that can take a card up by 10 levels. Say that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Like a little starred card. It could have a star on it, and it would say like a 10 level boost, and you could feed it into one of your cards that you need to feed up. It doesn't matter if it's ultra rare, doesn't matter if it's WrestleMania, whatever, and it just boosts it by 10 levels. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I've just thought of that while we were playing. That's not a bad suggestion. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it. Oh, there we go. It's a Roman Reigns. Haven't seen enough of him recently, have we? And Kane. Right, there we go. That's enough from me. I think for now I shall go away and eat copious amounts of ice cream, wash down with lashings of beer, and see how I get on with a little bit of Jurassic World, which I shall post some stage in the next couple of days. And when you next see me, I shall have Ninja Boy alongside me, doing his special pack opening. Oh, he's the police joining in there. Special legendary pack opening, just for you. 4,000 credits. Just what a man who's recently unemployed needs to spend his money on. 4,000 credits, probably going up to Swanee with Ninja Boy and Big Jim tomorrow. Come and join us.